really bugs me when people do that. Welcome to another day here at Project Nigel, where it's going to be raining all day. It's not yet, but that's what's predicted. But I don't mind. I'm full of optimism today, and it's nice and mild. I haven't even got my coat on yet, as you can see. That could soon change. Yes, back to Barry and the reluctant gearbox. A little bit of knocking and some gaps are starting to finally appear. Gearbox is out, although not the place where I want it to be just yet. But that shows that I did undo all the bolts. It was just sticking on the dowels. The dowels. There's the offending clutch. Gearbox properly out. At last. At last. At last. At last I can continue with some sort of positivity toward the rest of the day. And not feel like I did yesterday, where I was actually not too... I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I would have normally done. I'll see what I'm going to enjoy though. I can enjoy having a wee, knowing I deserve it. Short one that. Right, so here we have an original manufacturer's clutch kit. None of the aftermarket nonsense here. So these are the bits I need to stick in the gearbox. And it is a new one on me. I've never done a clutch before. I may have admitted this before, but I'm not a mechanic. I'm not at all. I just like to have cars. I like to play with cars. I'm actually a musician. I probably told you that before. Although I'm not a very good one these days because my fingers have gone a bit stubby with all the battering. Is that worn out then? Yes, that's 2 o'clock. But it's not a bad thing. I mean, I just had my dinner and I'm nice and full now. I've just had myself a nice cup of tea and the gearbox isn't in. No, it's not. But the clutch is. There we have it. And the odd thing is, I didn't even do it myself. Now, Andy from next door, he came round, he did it. I think he must be feeling bad about telling me how easy it all is. And then realising it's not that easy. So he just came and helped me out, which is good of him. I like that. I am interrupting this video to tell you that I am editing it from the toilet. Now though, I have the task of putting that gearbox there, underneath the car, and raising it up to that without dropping it. I assume I'm going to find that very, very difficult. Now then, I've had a go, but I'm just not strong enough to be able to lift the gearbox up and lift it up far enough and stick a bolt in. So let's try and use my imagination instead. So that's what I'm trying. The gearbox is down there, resting on the trolley jack. So in theory, all I've got to do is jack it up. I don't think it's going to go that well, but let's find out. In theory, it's a good idea. It's not really going into place though, that's the only thing. Anyway, it's going quite well so far. It's just I haven't got the gearbox in. Yanking the gearbox on one top end with the ratchet strap has got it reasonably close to where it's going to go, and then held in place by the trolley jack underneath. Andy will be round soon, I'm sure of it, and he'll tell me that I'm doing it all wrong. I'm getting nowhere. I've been just pulling and tugging this thing all over the place and it's just still not going in. What can I do now? If I carry on pulling and tugging away at it for another hour, it's still not going to go in, is it? I'm not giving up. I think what I actually need is to be properly underneath the car so I can just lift the gearbox off my chest and onto it that way. It's not massively heavy, it's just heavy enough to struggle with at arm's length. I don't want to be doing it at arm's length, I guess. They're so close to actually getting it in there then. They just didn't quite manage it. Here's another update. The box is on. Thank you to my friend Andy, who popped around and gave us a hand. Well, actually he gave me a foot, because I pulled the engine up, we put some stuff under it, and he managed to kind of, using leg power, kick it into place. Definitely not the kind of thing I could have done all by myself, even though I tried for 2 hours. I am, however, quite a long way from being finished. I've got these engine mounts on the rest of the phone calls in shadows again. Engine mounts on, and the engine's kind of in the wrong place slightly, so I've got to kind of pull it over that way a bit. Look outside, it's going dark, but look under there, it's so dark you can't actually see what's going on, and that's why I've decided that I'm going home. I'll finish this off tomorrow, I'm sure I will. It'll be fine, it'll be easy. I'll come back all refreshed like I did do this morning and just keep on working at it till it's all done. Ooh, yes, like I was going to do today, but I didn't. Time for my philosophical home time chat. In truth, I could have just carried on going there, even with, you know, the torches being the way they were. I could have always charged one up and carried on going in half an hour, but there comes a point where you just get a bit fed up for the day. It's not like I've been had a very long day with it. Maybe I'm just lazy. Anyway, without chaps like my friend, what's my friend called now? He is my friend as well, I do like him. Andy, that's it. Without chaps like Andy and Mark next door, I wouldn't even attempt to do any of these jobs. So, you know, I am very grateful from being there. I knew that years back when I was looking to set up some kind of lockup so I could work on cars like this, I thought I'll end up in an industrial area somewhere where there are where there are actual mechanics knocking about, and they'll make fun out of me. And I thought, I just won't really enjoy it because, you know, I'll be clearly completely useless at it, having no mechanical training, and just being a musician type with a rather unusual sense of humour. So I couldn't really have found somewhere better to stop than where I am. Another point though, I suppose, is that being British and being proper British, I enjoy self-deprecation. So the person I like to make fun out of more than anyone is me. I like it so much that I'll positively encourage other people to join in. So couldn't go wrong really, could I? Now tomorrow I most definitely will come back, be full of beans, kidney beans, haricot beans. Not those kind of beans, obviously. I mean, full of energy to get this job finished off. It's only the fact that I don't mind making fun of myself that I can honestly admit that I've spent 2 days doing a job that should have been done in 3 or 4 hours. But if I don't get it finished by tomorrow, then I probably will actually start to feel a bit embarrassed. And in all honesty, why wouldn't I do? I've only got engine mounts, gearbox mounts, a few electrical bits to plug back in, and the battery and gearbox oil, linkages, speedo cable, all those bits. If I can't get that done by the end of tomorrow, then I really should give up, because I certainly wouldn't be making any money out of it if that's what I was trying to do. I think I'm being followed by aliens. Project Nigel.